protect you, you snake-wing high tops. No, I shall wreak a terrible revenge.
You guys have the peacock energy here and also the fox energy. This person sees you as really a threat. They're insecure with you, okay? They see that you got to your opportunities and there's a level of jealousy behind that. And you guys don't have a sense of pride in this. You have a sense of being, happy that you made it through your trials and tribulations, okay? So it's a sense of really being content with yourself, okay? This person, not understanding that, they look at that as far as being in this powerful energy, okay? And with them being, in their toxic way of looking at you, okay, they're willing to stir the pot in your environment and really influence people to go against you when it comes down to, their communication, okay? The lamb energy, okay, and could be someone that you're working with, could be family members. They don't look at things from a wise level. They go off of who has the biggest mouth in the room, okay? And this person knows how to put this slick type of perspective in their environment to get people to sort of change sides, okay, in your environment, okay? And with you having an understanding of that, you guys are having this clarity right now to how to pivot from this situation, you'll be able to protect people in your environment and to really not have them fall prey to a person like this by really, really establishing communication and communication boundaries with this person, okay? Like I said, especially if it's someone that you're looking to work with, if you're seeing that they're causing a lot of issues in your workspace, okay, and you're over this person and looking to stir the pot when it comes down to really, throwing your name, to the mud, essentially, you're looking to really get this person out of your environment, okay? You're not letting your emotions get, pivoted into a whole nother direction, okay? Don't have any emotional responses with this person, okay? Because with you guys, like I said, even if you guys have an emotional response with this person to get them out the environment, that's not going to have you look well with people who are your colleagues. People who are looking to invest with you further, okay? They're going to look at you like, okay, this person doesn't have emotional maturity in the situation. With this person, like I said, being in your environment and you're able to sort of get rid of them in a way that's very pliable, in a way that's very mature, you're not allowing your emotions to sort of take that page in that environment. You're saying, okay, you know what, it's time for a change. Let me move this person away from my space. If they're bringing chaos in the situation, you're addressing the issue without being emotionally charged in the situation. So you're embracing this bear energy because the bear energy knows how to nurture their environment, okay? You're processing things from a logical level. You're processing and saying to yourself that this person could bring in a lot of damage. This mischievous behavior that they're bringing to the table, but you know how to sort of handle it where it's like, okay, you're not having your environment being overtaken by this chaos, okay? You're establishing a sense of security with your colleagues. You're establishing a sense of security when it comes down to really investing in, the work relation, or it could be, like I said, a relationship. You're really taking the time to, have that security with, your partner that you're looking to cultivate with. You're not having outside parties really have their ear for the chaos, okay? This could be someone, that's rejected from your past and they're trying to have, this person look at you in a different type of lens, okay? You're coming in, making sure that your environment is secure. You're making sure that the people that are being affected in your environment have the right type of notion as far as how you operate, okay? You're present in the situation. You're not coming in the environment with a sense of, hands off or, they don't have a sense of knowing how you operate. The bear energy is very hands-on with, communication, and it's very hands-on as far as people looking at your character, okay? It's no assumptions. When you have this peacock energy, this person's going to try to trigger you to be hands-off, to sort of have you in your environment sort of shut down. Don't become shut down in your environment. You know how to handle people in your environment. You know how to, put on that charm and put in that security to make them feel stable in your environment, okay? And this will have people willing to really invest with you, not put themselves in the center of mess, okay? So when this person comes in to their sphere trying to stir the pot, they're going to be like, you know what? That's a you problem, okay? Because I know with this person, I know how this person operates with me, and I know that from our rapport, we have a steady, strong relationship. We have a steady, strong interaction when it comes down to our business, okay? And this person's going to look really shocked, okay, but you're going to be able to sort of get them out of your environment, okay, and cut the ties without losing your reputation. Let's go into the tarot deck here. Let's pull some more clarity for the situation. So we have the Magician. You guys are growing. You know how to manifest properly. So you got the King of Pentacles. It's not going to affect you. The Six of Pentacles, you know, in reverse, you know what no longer serves you, okay? What you're not invested in. You got the Four of Swords. Okay, you got the Ten of Cups here. And we have the Ace of Swords, okay? Let's get further into this. You got the Ace of Cups in reverse. And I'll pull one more card here. And let's see, we have the Six of Swords for you to close it out, okay? So the Magician, you guys know how to manifest, okay? You guys are like, I'm taking my wisdom and this nurturing energy to manifest the right type of balance in my environment, okay? You're not going to have yourself being tied to people who are not looking at you from a new type of lens, okay? You guys are embracing your past. You guys are embracing how to communicate with people who are not really your fancy, okay? And like I said, if this energy is in your environment to stir the pot and cause chaos, you're looking to say, okay, how do I go about removing myself from this person's toxic web, and how do I go about, getting this person out of my environment if they're not serving their purpose to really help me grow with people around me, okay? And like I said, it could be some of you guys could be interacting in a relationship, and you're cutting ties with people who are looking to sabotage you, okay, and your reputation. You're like, okay, it's time to really move this person out of my environment, okay? If this person's looking at me from a jealous type of lens, okay, could be dealing with a friend who is jealous of your relationships, and they're not really giving proper interaction when it comes down to meeting people who you're talking to at the moment, okay? They're looking at your newfound security and your newfound growth process as a threat. You're cutting ties with people like that, okay? You're sitting on your throne. You got the King of Pentacles here, okay? You're knowing who's worth the investment and who's not worth the investment, okay? You got Six of Pentacles in reverse. You realize false energy is not worth the investment. If you're seeing someone, they're wishy-washy with how their loyalty is, okay? If they're being swayed by their insecurities, they're not worth the investment for you in any type of environment. Rather it's, a friendship or a work environment, you're not taking the time to really look at this person like they're really worth it for you to really grow with, okay? And they're in their feelings, Four Swords, because they thought that they could be mischievous to infiltrate, this connection. Rather, it's like, new co-workers or a new romantic partner. They thought they could be mischievous to sort of say, hey, let me have this person turn, the ties, for this person and really pull the rug underneath them, okay? They had them look confused in days, and you guys are not looking confused in days because you know what this person is doing. You're just not allowing your emotions to get out of control in the situation. You're handling it like a strong, mentally clear person, when you're like, okay, when I'm embracing this bear energy where I'm able to defend what belongs to me, but I'm not allowing myself to just be emotionally swayed by someone who's just looking to get a reaction out of the situation, okay? This is not going to affect your Ten of Cups. You're going to get your Ten of Cups. You're going to have your investment with the right people in your environment. And like I said, and that comes with knowing when to cut ties that no longer serve you. At the end of the situation, you're looking to see, hey, you know what? Is this person really worth my time? Do they even deserve my type of response, okay? Because like I said, the King of Pentacles knows how to act like a King of Pentacles. You don't step out your throne for the mess, okay? This person doesn't have any type of, security when it comes down to really understanding how to really operate in a strong level and a clear type of mindset, okay? They go off of chaos. They go off of drama, okay? You don't have to step foot off your throne to engage in the drama, okay? When you're in this king or queen perspective, you have a sense of, understanding as far as how to operate to make yourself look more stable in the environment and to have yourself look in a stable lens to people around you, okay? They're not going to be confused with you because they're going to see, okay, this person here, the lamb, is looking at you like the shepherd. Like, you had that stability to really move forward in the right direction, okay? And with you having this strong sense of self, but you having this strong sense of mind when it comes down to people who are not your cup of tea, okay? They're going to realize that, even though, things can get chaotic, this person didn't really break a sweat. And we're able to sort of grow and keep a stable journey and have not only a place of stability, but also emotional stability, okay? This person's going to admire you for that, okay? These people in your environment, they're going to admire you for having a level head, okay? This is all earth energy. The Bear, King of Pentacles, okay? Lamb, it's all about having, slow and steady wins the race, having a strong ground on your emotions, okay? And this person's going to really love that because, like I said, you're the boss of the situation. You know the way to throw out the investment when it no longer works for you, okay? The Ace of Cups. You're throwing it out. If you're seeing that this person is not really worth it, okay? Even if they had a skill set to take things to the next level, if they're stirring the pot, if they're causing a lot of confusion, you're throwing out the cup. It's not worth your time, especially when it's going to have you sort of being off your level of stability or off your level of mental clarity when it comes down to dealing with their chaos, okay? And like I said, this is something that this person has to really walk away from. They're going to have a lot of regret because with their mouth caused them to have a missed opportunity. Their mouth caused them to have a missed opportunity, and you guys are no longer trying to, play devil's advocate with this person to say, okay, well, what's the real reason? You're seeing that this person has a sense of insecurity when it comes down to you, and you're not allowing that toxic behavior to be in your environment, okay? All right, guys, let's pull from the Hard Truth deck. I'm going to pull 2 cards for you from that to close out. Oh, let's see. So we got Judgment. You guys are making that judgment call. One more card. Oh, I'm taking the one that fell, but we got Unaligned. You're walking away from a situation. If you're seeing that it's unaligned for you, you know when to, like I said, throw out that cup to say, hey, it's not really worth the investment. So we got Judgment. You're trapped in a cycle of criticism towards yourself and others, blocking the growth that comes from compassion. Release the need to judge and find freedom in loving your authentic self. This is the advice this person needs to take while, being in that judgment seat, okay? Because with them, making this judgment call on you, making, a lot of false accusations are based on you in the situation and cause them to miss out on opportunities, okay? And the judgment was they're missing out on, like I said, this could be a friendship. This could be a work partnership. They're missing out on someone that had their back. But you don't play about your environment. You don't play about someone who's really cultivating something that's new with you, okay? And this person could be very much so, I'm not saying gullible, but they could be very easily swayed since they're new in your environment, okay? You're realizing, okay, if this person is toxic, then guess what? The judgment needs to fall on them and they need to go about their own type of way and they need to take this learning lesson and not repeat the same type of offense anymore, okay? So unaligned, okay? This path will be unfulfilling and starve your soul. You'll encounter unnecessary obstacles and challenge meant to redirect you, okay? So this person here is showing you that this is not the right alignment for you, okay? With people that you're working with, you're seeing that it's not really meant for your overall growth process. You're knowing when to say, hey, you know what? This person, hey, they're going to be a good fit for somebody, but guess what? They're not a good fit for me. If I see that they're somewhere trying to really cause a lot of chaos to my environment, then guess what? We're not in proper alignment. And things in life are not supposed to be that hard, guys. You don't have to have people around you looking to undermine you, okay? If you're over this person, okay, if you're in this leadership seat, okay, you don't have to have this person, going against the grain with you every time, okay, off of jealousy. You can get rid of that person. You don't have to be in this space where it's like, okay, well, I have to be in this, I don't want to be judgmental. I don't want to be, throwing this person to the wind off of the situation. If they're showing you that they're not a loyal person in your environment, it's time to cut that tie, okay? You don't have to tolerate disrespect in your environment.
Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant.